Camus Boats, from the mind of Earl Bentz. Excellence, tradition, and service, all part of the Camus advantage. On the water, perfection. This is your next boat. Build your next boat at CamusBoats.com. This might be a little controversial. Jacob Wheeler is the most dominant bass angler of all time. Yep, I said it. Okay, I can hear the voices. What about KVD? What about Rick Clunn? What about others? KVD and Rick Clunn have finished long careers that saw them constantly around the top of the sport. So saying that Jacob Wheeler is the most dominant might not be a fair comparison, but you got to consider this also. Jacob Wheeler may not even be at the midpoint of his career yet. He could be fishing another 20 or 25 years. But as I said, Jacob Wheeler is still the most dominant angler of all time. Okay, so here we go. Not only does Wheeler win far more than his share of events and Angler of the Year titles, he's in full control of his own narratives. This is something that I've been on recently with my talk about the Zaldanes and others. And it's how bass anglers control their own narratives. They don't need a tournament organization to be able to get the message out that they want. Okay, consider this. Jacob Wheeler's YouTube account has 180,000 subscribers. Wheeler's videos on YouTube generally draw 50,000 plus views. Wheeler's Instagram account has 266,000 followers. And those are the only two socials that I even looked at. So there may be more. Wheeler's social numbers rival what organizations can produce. And remember, the organizations, they divide time up amongst all their anglers. So when we talk about Jacob Wheeler's impressions, that's the word we used to use, his impressions are on par with what the tournament organizations are making. It's pretty impressive. Wheeler can control his own narrative without having to rely on a tournament organization, which in the world of professional bass fishing is a big deal. Additionally, because of his fishing dominance, Wheeler gets hours of screen time because often he has a camera boat in a BPT event, at least at some point, and sometimes it's every day. Is Wheeler the greatest angler of all time? That's a tough one, and it's a question that really can't be answered yet. KVD and Rick Clunn both had fishing careers that lasted several decades, while Wheeler has been fishing at the top level of the sport for about 14 years. Keep in mind, I'm in no way taking anything away from KVD or Rick Clunn. They are two of the absolute greatest. But when you add fishing experience to the social media prowess, Jacob Wheeler is the most dominant angler of all time. How is your jig head minnow game? Introducing Duckett Fishing's Sway Minnow System. Not just a bait, an entire fishing system. Perfectly balanced jig heads in several fish catching sizes, matched up with the most realistic looking winged minnow baits that you've ever seen. With multiple size baits and jig head weights, you'll be able to figure out the perfect presentation. Check out the Duckett Fishing Sway Minnow System by going to DuckettFishing.com. I'm Keith Neiswanger. This is the Bass 2 Anglers podcast. Please remember to like and subscribe. If you'd like to reach us, please send us a direct message on Instagram at Bass Tour Anglers Podcast. Take care. Be safe. We'll talk to you next time.